Hello, hello, hello. Greetings and blessings, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. I'm Alicia Barney Matahari 44, and today we're doing another pick a card. And today we're asking, what do they secretly admire about you? So we've got 3 piles today. Pile number 1, we've got this ruby. Pile number 2, these are green garnets. And pile number 3, we've got this kyanite crystal. So take a moment, decide which pile is for you. And I am going to get started with pile number 1, the ruby. So first we have got Dear Spirit in reverse. Bring a gentle touch. Green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. Milky a muckle. And the idea hatcher. All right, give me a second, pile number 1. So straight away, I'm seeing with Dear Spirit in reverse. Deer are very alert creatures. And when they come in reverse like that, it's reminding me of Bambi too. They're light, they're gentle, but they're also very alert and they're very quick. So what people admire about you is that you're able to understand what's going on around you. When it comes in reverse, it's a call to in this deck. It's a call to not engage, to kind of, deer have a really good way of being able to just be still in the forest. And that's what you're being called to do. If there's somebody trying to bully you or being negative with you, you have an ability to just stand strong in who you are as a person. This Mickle and Muckle card, this is about everyday blessings. And as we know, blessings can come in the form that we like and the form that we would maybe prefer not to have. So your ability to kind of deal with mixed blessings and to be able to receive them with gratitude, which suggests an element of patience and play, which is a really, really beautiful energy. Your ability to be kind to yourself with Green Tara. Start delegating, ask others, including me, to help yourself instead of trying to do everything yourself. So you may be a recovered people pleaser, and you may have been impulsive in the past. You may have been baited by codependency or people trying to shove their load onto your plate. And in that space, as we know, it doesn't leave space for you. And then the idea hatcher, that idea hatcher in this deck is really about knowing that in order for the garden to grow, we must plant many seeds. We don't know which ones are going to flourish. So I think what people really admire about you, whether it's a person that you have in mind, it could be your guides too, actually. And it could also be people in general. What people admire about you is your ability to really sow a bunch of seeds. And it's that balance between, I'm getting a childlike innocence, insofar as that a child really engages in play and they don't really think about, about winning so much as being in play. And that balance between enjoying the process and not being totally fixed on the outcome is something that you do quite well. And, anyone who's had I imagine pile number one that you have had. I'm going to pull some cards for you as we're going. You may have had ego debts in the past. So I've just pulled the Two of Voices for you. Next out is the Death card, which is really echoing the sentiments of, celebrating the small wins along the way, not knowing which way to go in certain circumstances. You've got the King of Pentacles. Oops. Oh! I'm dropping cards, pile number one. This one flew out, and it's the Eight of Emotions, Eight of Cups. You've got the Ace of Voices, which is the Ace of Swords. You've got the Page of Inspiration, which is the Page of Wands. Oh my goodness, you've got the Sun card. And let's pull one more card for pile number one. Make a little bit of space here. And this one. The High Priestess. Okay. All right. Pile number one. So, yeah, what people admire about you is that you're able to walk away from things that don't serve you. You've learned how to put things to bed, how to celebrate and reap the harvest of whatever it was that didn't work out. And that's echoed in the dream hatcher, because we don't know what dreams are going to flourish. And, when you plant a garden, you don't know what's going to survive the winter. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something that you've emotionally invested in. And it's not an indifference, because in order to walk away from something that you've emotionally invested in, you've got to grieve it. And we've got the Moth here, and that represents transition. But you've also got the King of Pentacles, which is showing that you know how to build not only yourself, but build yourself up and build your dreams, your goals, through being in touch with your own heart center, your own essence and spirit. So you've got the Sun and you've got the High Priestess side by side. So I feel like you're a highly empathetic pile as well. So that's going back to here. You probably are a recovered people pleaser. I would hazard a guess. In fact, if you're at a tarot channel, I would suggest that you have had some or several ego debts, and that you've had to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And the clarity doesn't come when everything is, when you're stuck in something that you're invested in that's truly needing to go, that's where you have that blindness. And the clarity, I'm seeing Archangel Michael with you with the Ace of Voices, and also Athena. You're wise enough to walk away from things when they're hurting you and when they've reached their completion. And you have an ability to start a lot of new beginnings with the page of Wands. Look at her. There's two black cats here. So she's got protection, and I'm just noticing where the cat is sitting, and there's a protection element of her femininity. So you might have been through some things where that was not protected, and you have had to learn how to protect that. When you go through that phase of from, especially if you're a woman, going from being a young girl to womanhood, that's a really, really important time for a female to transition. And if you don't have somebody to help you navigate that transition, it can leave you open to a lot of energies who would want to exploit that. And I feel like if you might have experienced that. The other thing is, if you have kids, maybe you're really, really good with them as well, and you're empowering. You teach them. You're not a helicopter parent. You teach them how to, how to fail forward, how to learn from their successes, and how to learn from their failures, how to learn from the things that didn't work out, and probably not even thinking of them as failures, thinking of them as being feedback. And you understand that sometimes you just need to go within and not take things at face value, that you use your third eye as well as the feelings in your body. You use all of your tools to the best of your ability to navigate, especially when you can't see the woods from the trees. But you also are very, very, very in tune with your body. And I'm getting that from Deer Spirit particularly. And they're highly, highly alert. But if you're overwhelmed, it probably knocks off your intuition, and it probably knocks you out of your sun energy. And maybe you get projected on or overshadowed a bit. Because I'm noticing the eclipse, she's walking towards the sun, and she's walking towards the intuition, and she's walking towards wisdom and playfulness and new beginnings. And cats are highly spiritual, and they're great protectors as well. So I feel like you're a protector of kids. You also have a really, really strong connection to angelic realms, I feel like. And maybe starseeds. I'm getting like off-world here with that very, very, very strongly. And then you've got all of on both of these cards, you've got rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. We've also got a lot of colors here. And that's really also reminding me of the chakras. And I feel like that you're very good at, again, taking that time to just sit in your own energy when needs be, when you start to get overwhelmed, so that you can move forward from a place of clarity. And I feel like people feel safe around you, and they feel nurtured around you, and they come to you for advice, whether or not you're aware of that. They find you to be abundant. They find you to be reliable. They find you to be resilient, and they feel the warmth of your energy. They feel loved when they're around you. But you're also able to empathize with them without kind of telling them what to do. And I think people really, really, you leave space for other people. That's what I'm seeing. I want to pull one of these cards for you. Your energy is absolutely beautiful, pile number one. People really, really love to be around you. Remember we said, what do people secretly admire about you? So people may not tell you this, and they may try to keep you. Oh my goodness. The Ancient Ones. This is from the Journey of Love deck. So your energy is just, I'm getting really celestial vibes from this. I feel like they feel you're like this earth angel when you're around them. And low vibrating people will do everything to keep you over here and not let you go over there. And they don't understand that by keeping you over here, that this depletes and depletes and depletes. You cannot keep giving without receiving. And you're very connected to your ancestors. You're very connected to, I'm going to say, your gifts in past lives. And it's that clarity. Your voice as well. Like, look at all the blue here and the white. Your intuition is spot on. So I feel like you really have an ability to help people to understand their own their own darkness, really. And I'm going to pull a couple of songs for you. We've got Big Calm by Morchiba. I feel like you help people they feel centered around you. And then we've also got Brave by Sarah Bareilles. So again, that's talking about being brave enough to speak the truth. And I think you are brave enough to speak the truth to people, not only your own truth, but you see the truth of who people are. And I think it makes them feel good to be around you. And the number 52 is standing out to me. And I'm getting 52, 52 weeks in the year. And that's suggesting to me that people like to have you around long term. They want to keep you in their space. And low vibing people may not always go about it in a fair and kind way that actually benefits you. But high vibing people, when you walk away from attachments that don't serve you, patterns that don't serve you, letting others project on you, when you build up your boundaries and you know your energy and you engage in play, I feel like that's when you really, really shine and thrive and call in your tribe, whether that has happened now or you're in the process. I don't know where on the timeline you are, pile number 1, but your energy is really, really, really beautiful. And that's what people secretly love about you, pile number 1. So I am going to leave it there. Thank you for stopping by. If you like my content, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Or hopefully we'll see you back at another reading at another time. Bye, pile number 1. And now I'm moving on to pile number 2. So pile number 2, you had the green garnets. And you have scarab beetle in reverse. And it's also 52. There was a card number 52 in the last deck. In the last pile, pile number 2. Magic works through you. Una, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. The Brave. And Indie. Okay. So I feel like what people like about you, pile number 2, what's coming up is that Indie is known for being kind of on the fence and indecisive. By the time he makes up his mind, you might have already moved on. And in order to move forward in life, we need to be brave. The brave know that growth happens by making a decision and moving forward. So I feel like people admire your ability to make a decision, whether or not, especially when they can. And I think you give good advice too. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry, and there's no need to force anything, because everything happens in perfect timing. And I think you know that investing in what you love from your heart space, and I'm getting heart chakra energy here, and of course we have the green garnets as well. So I feel like that you know to invest from a heart space, or at least you've learned that. I'm seeing the dove here for peace, and I'm also seeing the chakras. So in order to be able to really move from a heart space, you do need to be able to take the moment to respond. You're not reactive. And maybe you used to be reactive or impulsive in the past. And scarab beetle, that is... The scarab beetle in Egypt was highly revered. And in reverse like this in this deck, it's a call to be in your knowing of your own magic. The magic is within you, and the magic works through you. So I feel like what people love about you but won't say is that you're very magical, but you're humble about it. And you're actually really good at making decisions from the heart space that take other people into account, because when you align with spirit, it, rising tide raises all boats. So as you raise your vibration, and as you pay attention to your heart space, and as you take things, you're not after the abracadabra, what is it? Kind of manifestation, magic wand, carry on, like the easy fix, the quick fix. You're not after an instant cash payout. Like you really do you're more the tortoise than the hare. And you want to build from yourself. I'm also seeing her beautiful long hair as well. And that's reminding me of spinning straw into gold, and Rapunzel as well. There's something just about your patience and your willingness to work with spirit, but also to do it in a direction, and let spirit's magic work through you. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else. Oh my goodness. Empress. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So that's absolutely echoing this. 9 of Pentacles. My goodness. Pile number 2. Who are you? 7 of Cups. 8 of Wands. Strength card. Woo! Pile number 2. The Star. Oh my goodness. And Death. Wow. I mean, this message is really, really clear for me. You're really great at making decisions. Whether or not people, again, secretly, people think of this of you. You're highly abundant. You, again, the tortoise. And that's leading, you're very sovereign. You don't let people, you don't like to be dependent on other people. You stand in your own sovereignty, and you have many, many options, whether or not you know it, whether or not they know it. From these cards, the only thing that's suggesting that you may not know it is that you're this is in reverse. So that's a call to know your power. So maybe maybe the people around you, or whoever you're asking about, pile number 2, see you as this magical being, incredibly, when you show up, the magic happens. You may not be aware of it because you weren't there before, and you're not there after you leave. But people hate to see you go, because you bring this abundance with you. You are the sunshine. You are the magic. You are the value. And you've done that by building yourself up into this strong, independent person, and you can make things happen quickly. Stuff happens when you show up, and they look to you, they admire you, they look to you. The star energy, it's like they feel healed, they feel seen, they feel like a star when you're around. And I probably should have covered that. Transformation happens when you're around, and death happens when you're around. When you come up, you're not swayed by, the superficialities, and you're not swayed by what's not your cup. Even though you've many, many options, and you're good at making a decision of where to put your energy. And people admire that about you. And you're good at putting to rest, that which to be done, that which to be complete. And that is a skill that a lot of people are working on as well. It's reminding me of the Brahma Viharas. I think equanimity, there's at the one of the nearer the far enemy of it is that clinging energy. So you've learned to detach from things that don't serve you, and I'm getting a protection. You've learned how not to be projected on, or how to protect yourself from that. And I don't know what your story is, and you're welcome to share that in the comments, but it's entirely likely that you had to learn that, or maybe that's a strength that you had all along, and somebody taught you. Not everybody gets that messaging, that it's okay to leave and that it's right to leave when something isn't working. I'm hearing like, oh, we stayed together for the kids, but the kids absorb. I know what's his name. The Power of Now. Oh, it'll come to me. I'm seeing the German. Is he German? I can't remember his name. Somebody can put it in the comments if you think of it. But he says that, when parents stay together in a toxic relationship, what happens is the kids absorb that, and they end up being modeled how a relationship works, and then they go out and they oh my goodness, they act that out in the world, and that gives them problems. People feel so good around you. Look at this. This is the first time I've seen this card in this pack, actually. Lemurian egg. And it's why you have mastered earthly abundance in one sense. You probably have people saying to you, oh my God, you're so lucky. And you are, but that's your good karmas, and it's also your high vibration. But also you're a very old soul. You've got Lemurian frequencies. So your natural frequency is to be abundant and strong. And if you have not already manifested, or if you're not out of a stage where this does not seem to be your reality at the moment, learning to make a decision, a heart-centered decision, and to align with spirit is what's going to take you there, because you have the frequency to move in that direction. Rest, reintegration, and divine potentials. There's eclipses coming up as well that might reveal some of the things that you might give you some confirmations. And we've got the last cloak, released old identities, magnificence realized. This is so beautiful, and it's reiterating the heart chakra again, moving from the heart. She's cloaked. So that's a call to, if you are around people that do not help you, until our dreams have some legs, it's better to keep them cloaked. And your energy is so beautiful and so enticing to other people that your guides have been helping cloaking you. So if you haven't entered this stage, it is coming. And last up, we have cosmic circles. You're very, very connected. Your energy is so pure that you're downloading these celestial and galactic frequencies, and you're infusing that into the earth. It is so, so beautiful, your energy. But that's what people think about you. They might not even know. You might be the kind of person who just attracts people, and you don't know why. Like random people, just like you might walk past somebody and your vibration is so high that it impacts them. And I know that sounds weird, but if you know, you know. And I feel like you have that. So pile number 2, your energy is beautiful. People love being around you. You are so, so abundant. You have such high frequency. And if it's not connecting for you, work on your confidence and making a decision from a heart-centered place, and just allowing it to manifest, to grow, to be nurtured. Like, Think of it like your little baby. Just nurture it a little every day. Don't leave it on the shelf. Just love your dreams into life. And this is what is in store for you. So I'm going to leave it there. Pile number 2. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you at another reading. If you like my content, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, or sharing, as it helps the channel grow and I can bring you more and more content. So pile number 2, thank you so much for stopping by and have a good one. Pile number 3. So you had the blue kyanite. Porcupine spirit, time for a beginner's mind. Coventina, purification. It is time for a cleansing detoxification. Faff the footer. And the perceptionist. Okay. So pile number 3. Pile number 3. What do people really love about you but won't say? I'm being porcupine, time for a beginner's mind. Porcupines in this deck are like super playful. So it's a call to be playful. And I feel like I'm dropping cards again. I dropped cards in the other pile. But first out for you came the Sun. And the 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull some more tarot cards and then I'll get more into the message. But it's time for a beginner's mind and purification. And Faff the Footer and the Perceptionist are absolutely King of Pentacles. Raising consciousness. This is a bonus card in this deck. 4 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles under the 5 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. And the Devil. Okay, pile number 1. Or pile number 3. Maybe there's messages for you in pile number 1. So pile number 3. What people love about you is that they feel clean around you. Your energy, you have learned how to cleanse and purify your energy. You know how to withdraw and purify your energy. So maybe you're into energy work. A lot of people, when they get into energy work in the beginning, may take on other people's energy a lot. And the sun shining, you may have been drawn to a lot of people, but you might have found it very draining. And you also might have been around the wrong kind of people who felt it was okay to take from you and not give and leave you out in the cold, because they might have felt that you're just blessed, you're just lucky, you've got pretty privilege, whatever it is. I'm going to cover this up as well. And something like that, potentially. We're going to cover up over here as well. So this could have put you into a need for healing. But through your ability to purify yourself. And we didn't talk about Faff the Footer. Faff the Footer, he see the way he's looking at his feet. He has a reverence for feet. So he'll pick up his foot and he'll look for like the fluff between the toes and any fungal stuff that's going on there. So he is cleaning the feet, but he'll come along to the human and he'll pick up one foot and he'll inspect it, and then he'll pick up the other foot with the other foot still in the air and he'll inspect that too. But his point is you need to have your feet firmly on the ground. And I feel like you may have been someone who just so playful and so beautiful and just so in your own energy and just you might have had, Klingon people who were who were not only draining your energy but projecting on you so much that you lost who you were, and you needed to purify. So in this case, grounding for you is probably really, really healing. So it looks like you've been through some stuff where you had to, find your innocence again and purify not only your aura, but your body, maybe your thoughts, your ways of thinking. Maybe you had to learn how to deal yourself in. You went from King of Pentacles, and your consciousness, you've got this pile is very high vibrating. And I feel like when people are around you, the conversations that you have and the energy that you have, it reflects on other people, and they feel like that they are more elevated, potentially even than they are. And there might be a lot of jealousy around you, being able to ground that consciousness into 3D. But you're very connected to Mother Earth, and you're very connected to Spirit. You have a really, really keen sense of being able to reframe things, and you help others with that. So others may come to you. You may be the advice giver, and you may be someone who they come to when they have a problem, just to feel good, just to be in your energy, to be in this beautiful, beautiful energy, or to feel warm from your love, from your heart. Or maybe maybe you do something for a living that's like in the entertainment industry as well. So maybe you light people up through your art, something like that. You're incredibly loving too, and you offer love to people, and it helps. We've got raising consciousness against beside the devil. So the devil is attachments. So I feel like people may try to attach themselves to you because they want all this good stuff. But you are very good at grounding and time for a beginner's mind. So you're very good at this reframing and cleansing your energy and removing those projections from yourself. And it may be such that pile number 3, that you go into hermit mode, you hang out in the woods. It may get to the stage where you've had to move away from some people who were also not respecting, not being attached to you, if that makes sense. Let's pull another couple of tarot cards. Your vibration has exponentially grown, I'm being told. We've got the Emperor out here as well. So I've got the green here, and the Emperor has the fortitude and the strength to create in this world, and is also aware of as above, so below. We've also got the Hanged Man here, and that's again echoing your ability to reframe things and to just sit in the energy, to ground, to feel your feelings, to alchemize it, to send that energy down into the earth. I'm being called to also mention inner earth for some reason. You may have been around a lot of conflict and competition. 5 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles. I really feel that people, you don't recognize what a blessing it is for somebody of this vibration and this purity to be around people, because people literally feel good in your presence, and they may not understand why, and they probably blame you when you leave, but that's for them to work out. You can't do their work for them. I want to pull one of these Journey of Love cards for you, pile number 3. Rings of Time. That's giving me, and 44. So that's the 44. Brownie Matahari, 44. 44 is also the equanimity card in the divination system based on the Kuan Yin poems. And it's really, you're very, very good at balance. And you bring that energy in. People feel balanced when they're around you. It's also echoing the forest for me. You may feel very connected to trees, and I'm seeing, a lot of the trees have a different kind of intelligence. The trees have a collective intelligence, even though they're 2D. They don't have the sentience that like animals and that we have as humans. They have a different kind of intelligence and a more collective intelligence. And underneath the ground, the roots are connected like families. And we've also got the choice card here as well, which is absolutely beautiful. So the choice card is just reiterating an ability to make good decisions from a place of balance. I'm going to pull a couple of songs for you as well, pile number 3. The Fool on the Hill. That's the Shirley Bassey one. The Fool on the Hill. He's, everyone thinks he's a fool. There might be some messages in that for you as well. And I am blessed. Yes, you are, pile number 3. You are blessed. And pile number 3, when you're in people's lives, they feel blessed. They might think you're a bit of a fool on the hill, insofar as that you have a higher consciousness. You're not so taken with the lust, the earthly attachments, or the conflict. Maybe you don't get so involved in the mundane conflict, and you keep your energy more for what you love. And you have an ability you're very forgiving. You have an ability to look past people's nonsense, to hold them as you're very strong humanitarian heart. But at the same time, in order to keep your energy pure and to keep yourself spiritually, mentally, aurically, emotionally balanced, you must be discerning. So you've learned that also, pile number 3. So that is all I have for you, pile number 3. Your energy is just so beautiful. I could hang out with you all day long, but I can't because I gotta go. Anyway, if you like my readings, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or share. And if not, hopefully we'll see you at another time. Bye, pile number 3. Thanks for stopping by.